Hi guys, HLab99 here. Well, it's been about 3 months since I do some gun review video. Busy with life, with work. But anyhow, I'm bringing to you a very special Cold War era Cetme Model L by Marcolmar. Beautiful rifle. MSRP in this thing on the website $13.50. Come with this somewhat modern weld-on PTT rail for the optics, and I shoot this gun the way it is. It's a classic Cold War era gun. It did took, well, this is a factory mag. It's a Cetme factory mag from Spain, and this American-made Palmetto States USGI aluminum mag. It fit the gun well, perfectly fit, but for some reason it didn't take PMAG. Okay, the mag well, this gun designed to take the USGI mag or mil-spec mag. Fit, lock in perfectly. Okay, cheap, get on Palmetto State for like $4. Okay, this, what you call it, a surplus mag or Cetme factory mag, a little pricey, about $15 each, which is fine. Hell, a lot cheaper than M1A mag for sure. Great firearm. Recoil very soft. 16-inch barrel. Okay, the gun itself without a magazine, this thing weighed about 9 pounds 5 ounces. I did weight it. Okay, about 9.5 pounds, give and takes. Loaded 10.5 pounds. No, 10 3/4. 10 3/4 pounds. A very soft recoil. This gun does require a full power 5.56. The factory recommend 200 round break-in and full power 5.56. This gun lock back with a little push button right here. See that? By releasing the bolt, delayed rotor lock actually. Okay, by pushing this. That's how you load it. You realize they'll tape here as well. On the owner manual, that does recommend it, to put the tape here as a helicopter tape. I get on Amazon for like $5. A little, I don't know, 5 foot worth of helicopter tape. Work pretty well. Prevent the brass come back and dink your receiver. Okay, let's do some shooting. The gun now is on fire mode. Let's do this. Hit. Very soft recoil. I would say the gun itself, the weight have a lot to do with it. Let me try to hit. That's a hit. Hit. Let me try the 100-yard. That big gong out there. The freaking glasses are blocking my view a little bit. Hit. Very accurate gun. Should find the way it is without any optics. To get the bolt open. It doesn't have a bolt open option on the empty mag. What it is you pull back, charging handle. There's a little button right here on your right side. Just push it. Hold on, you push it like that. Push this button in to keep the bolt hole open. Delay rotor lock. Okay. Very HK-like if you're familiar with the HK91, 93, at least a G3. History of this gun is almost, well, long story short, the Spanish was issued a Cetme model, a Cetme C, which is a G3, variant, and then they somehow the NATO switched over from 7.62 by 51 to 5.56. So somehow to put it on the drawing board and then come up with this delayed rotor lock. It's almost I would say a baby of the offspring of the HKG3. A very soft recoil. Marcolmar, I believe they use a US made, receiver, of course, and the internal parts is almost, I would say, a lot of them is pretty new, either an issue or Marcolmar done a very good job of refinishing. The trigger, the bolt carrier, the bolts, even the barrel. The barrel is almost like a nitride finish. You see the gloss nitride finish, okay, with 3-pronged flash hider. On the rear sight, just a little peep sight. One's a 400, well, one is 200 meter and one is 400 meter for longer range. PTT rail, you can mount the optic on here. Furniture, I believe is new furniture from Marcolmar. The grip, the stock, and what you call it, the handguard. Very soft recoil gun. They probably one of the softest 223 rifle that I ever shot. The weight have a lot to do with it. This gun weight 9.5 pound empty, so it's pretty darn heavy. Let's put a few more round down range, and here it is. Mag lock in well, no rattle. You see that no rattle, very very tight fit. Let's to load it again. To load the gun, here it is. By pushing the button on the left, that's how the gun's load. The gun's on fire. Takedown pin, it's like a HK MP5 like. See that? This is a stock takedown pin. That's the trigger housing and grip takedown pin right here. The pain that has to take it apart. I took it apart and clean it. This is a pain in the ass. Pretty freaking accurate. Let me try that. Heavy, very heavy. The trigger pull on this gun factory, I haven't done anything to this gun. The trigger pull is probably very mil-spec HK91 G3 type feel, great rifle. Very soft recoil. I did put about 400 rounds through this gun, mainly Tula ammo. Also put some brass. I also have some brass. Winchester white box. I probably need to buy some more, Lake City surplus, but it's really hard to come by nowadays, Okay, another thing is, it's more like a collector items, or you want something 223 but not an AR. It'd probably be your best AR alternative, something that's 223, reliable, soft recoil, but it's not an AR-15, I'm kind of tired of AR-15 type, rifle. Something like this, you take it to the range and people look at you like, what the heck is this? They don't see this every day, Not the type of gun that everybody have. MSRP, like I told you, 1350. Oh, you can get them used, but most people bought this as a as a collector. I pay a lot less than 1350 for this gun. It was belonged to a local gun shop. It's the last one in stock, and they have it for a few years, and it's ugly, it's gray. And the gun shop owner was generous enough to say, well, I'll sell you $50 over cost. And they just play with the number and, the computer, and say, how about, $11.50? I say, well, I pay $200 less than what you can buy from Marcolmar. It's been a few years back, maybe before COVID. I believe it was before COVID. So, you know, I say, man, what the heck is these? You know, when I first look at these, I thought it was the HK93, but it's not the HK93. Well, shit, see that? I'm kind of have an AR habit. By pushing this, it actually the takedown pin for the lower, you know, so I have a tendency of doing the AR-15, you know, bolt hole open lever. Actually up here, you need to get used to it. Let's shoot some more and see. A very soft recoil, very soft recoil. Let me try 150 with a little support here. I might be able to get better with the support. Let's see. Miss. Hit. See? Hear that click? They don't have the bolt hole open feature like your AR-15. You gotta pull the charging handle back and push on this button to keep your bolt hole open. It's almost like an HK91 type, G3 type of, you know, charging handle. To hold it, push the button here, and, you know, bolt hole open. Like I say, factory. Well, you're not a factory, but surplus Cetme Model L map. Very rugged, all steel construction. Okay, aluminum, U.S. made, Palmetto State mag, fit perfectly well, fit perfectly. No rattle, you didn't hear it. Very tight, very snug fit. Fit perfectly. Let's do this. Okay, here it is. Rewind. The Winchester white box 5.56. Eventually, you can feel that it will kick just a little bit more than this wolf ammo that I have in the house. The steel wolf ammo. I think it's a little, I was underpowered. They loaded not as hot as the actual 5.56 like from the Winchester white box. Okay, so let's try 100 yard again. I kind of like the 150 yard. Let's see, try 150 yard iron sight. And guys, you mount optic on here, and I'll bet you gotta look up, like, you know, you gotta really find a target because it's sitting pretty damn high. I would say, you see that this squarish stock, and compared to this rail with the ring and the rifle, you need to look very high. It's very unbalanced, and this it shoot better with the iron sights, you know, to me. So I did put the red dot here once and shot it one time, and it's just don't feel right. So I just like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to shoot iron. Hit. Hit. Man, the trigger on this thing sucks. It's very heavy. It's almost like a HK91 factory or Cetme type of, you know, what do you call it, trigger pull. It feels pretty good, but man, it's heavy. Hit. You know, I'm getting old. My eyesight going to shit. Look through this little peep sight, this hole, and with the front sight, it's almost cover half of a target, 150 yard down range. I'm getting old, you know, so my eye didn't want the shit anymore. I'm not 18 anymore, so probably in the future I need to put the red dot on here, help me to shoot better. But you know, I'm not 18 anymore, 20 anymore, you know. That's pretty easy. That's easy. That's easy. anything, I would say anything less than 100 yards, pretty easy for me with the orange sight, but over 100, and then you have old man glasses, you know. So the safety is very HK, you know, like feel like a HK G3, feel like it, click like it. Takedown's almost the same, but it's a pain in the butt to take this trigger housing and this grip out. You know, you gotta rattle this safety lever, and you know, you're gonna be in just right to take it out. It's a pain in the ass. I did it once, and that's, man, I hate to shoot this thing. Need to clean it the next day. It's a pain in the butt. So let's put more round range. Voila. Hold on, gun not safe. Very soft recoil. Very, very soft recoil. Very soft recoil. It shoot like a champ, guys. Very, very accurate gun. Very, very accurate. The twist rate is 1:7, I believe, from Marcolmar website. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. I couldn't afford the HK93 anymore. You know, them things. That's why, you know, hell, have this less than $1,200. You can see the smoke. Very, very accurate. Very, very accurate gun. I mean, you know, within 100 yards, guys, I can hit anything within 100 yards. Anything beyond 100 yards, I need the old man glasses for sure. You know. See, no bolt hole open. So very soft shooting rifle. 223. What do you call it? 5.56. Man, I have a tendency to push in that AR. You know, I'm just trying to. Shit ain't nothing here to push. Soft recoil, delay rotor lock. You actually can get the bayonets for it, you know, for attaching the bayonets, and they also have a what do you call it, a bipod that you can clamp onto the barrel. It doesn't look good. I saw it on Apex gun part or Apex. What else I need to talk about this gun? Hunting? Hell no. I wouldn't shoot the gun for hunting. Maybe shoot a couple feral hawk here and there. Yes, you know, I would love to take to go shoot a feral hawk, and we do have some feral hawk here at Southern Kansas. And great feral hawk guns. Not a ideal deer gun. That's a way better deer gun than this you do. Home defense, maybe. Depends on. I wouldn't use it for home defense. There is a type of gun that is more like for a collector. The gun that you have and your buddy don't. You know, and you take it to the range. Ever looked at, man, what the hell is that? That's an HK. Look kind of like an HK, like, you know, they lay rotor lock, and you know, see this rail for the rotor lock, and it feel heavy. It feel very heavy. So by pushing this, how you charge your rifle. Very, very accurate gun. Very soft recoil. Soft recoil. See that? Very accurate gun. Shoot like a freaking champ. Anything within 100 yards, I have no problem. To be honest with you, let me try to freestand with 150 yards and see if my eyesight will allow me to do that. That's a miracle. That's a guesstimate. You know, I tell you, oh, that's what we're going to target at. I'll do it again, see if I get lucky again. I get lucky again. I get lucky again. I think I kind of know where to aim, I guess. I get lucky again. But anything over 150 yards, almost like, you know, I think I feel where the target is. Shoot that, oh, ding, ding, ding over there, that 3 target hanging up. Very, very, very freaking accurate. I mean, this freaking gun is just, that's it. 90 round downrange. Freaking hot. Very, very hot. You feel it, you know, by the trunnions. I shoot here and it's getting kind of hot, so I move my grip up a little forward, like how all the tactical guy, you know, like that. That's how I shoot the last few rounds, because it's getting hot back here. Great firearm. You're in the market, get one. Go get one. Marcolmar. I did talk to the owner that came in with the missing front sight. That's why I also got a good deal on it. Somebody might have stole it or something, and that's the neighbor that waved at me. Great firearms. Love the rifle. You've been marking get one, go get one, without a doubt. I kind of like this gray, you know. It's not a military style assault black rifle or OD green or FDE. Gray is kind of neat. The color, I like the color of it. Remember, you buy one, make sure you put a helicopter tape here. The owner manual, you know, tell you that you need to put the tape under the receiver, maybe half an inch behind the ejection port, so the brat won't come back and hit your receiver, dinged up your receiver and chip the paint. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hey, don't forget, keep America great.